Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents, you know what time it is. It is Say What Wednesday. If the area looks a little bit darker than normal, it's just because the light. See, when I turn it on, you can see the reflection of the ring light in the back. And I'm like, that's embarrassing because it kind of blocks one of the Imperial Guards. So I was like, fuck it. I'll turn it off. So then I don't get clowned. But anyway, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's going to be an awesome evening. A few things that we want to actually talk about. Again, on the topic, on the docket right now is, are we getting what we pay for? You know, few questionable things about that. And then also the one that got away. The one that got away means definitely that Grail piece. And I want you to all think about this the entire show before we get to that segment. That one piece. That one, you got to think about it hard. Like, don't just pull. You got to think about that one that you love, that one Grail piece that you loved, that you had a chance to get, and you missed out on it, and now it's like astronomical prices. So think about that one. We'll actually dive into that. But of course, I can't do this without this amazing panel. So I'm just gonna bring everybody in here today. What is going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing? Everybody good?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
What's on, bro?
Definitely, man. We got Calvin, who unfortunately is stuck in Vegas right now, at his boy's house. But you know, glad he actually tuned in. How you doing, Cal, man?
Doing all right, man. It's freezing out here, but otherwise, I'm good. What's up with everybody?
Bro, I still can't believe that's the first time. And mind you, I might just be ignorant to the fact that a lot of people, I didn't know that it snows like that in Vegas.
I didn't know it either, honestly.
I had no idea.
It's amazing.
We're so used to it. Literally, I was just at my boy's restaurant. He had to go out over there to fix something. I went with him.
Yeah,
he's working on it. And he uploaded a video on Instagram talking about, I can't believe this shit. It's snowing on me right now, yo. Like, what's going on?
yo,
like, flakes all over his cap.
It's crazy, bro.
So yeah, we don't get it like that out here. I mean, up in the mountains, obviously, but no, we're not used to getting it up here like that.
Damn, bro, I had no idea it was like that. Now, I know, like, because it's crazy because here, like, it will, you know, y'all, Cam, y'all know it was warm for like a few days, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then today, we got like this little frost and this like rain that turned, well, it was snow, they turned to like sleet, and then it was rain, and then they said tomorrow's supposed to be out in the 60s again.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the weather over here, bro. It's just all over the place.
It's all over the place, man. And I don't know if it's because of the simple fact that what did they say? The Earth's core at one point stopped for a minute.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, it
Learned
stopped.
something new.
Like, it really stopped. The core stopped for a minute, stopped spinning, but it slowed down. But then it started. I'm like, yo, is it? Are we?
That's not good.
That sounds dramatic.
Yeah, like it stopped for a minute. So I'm just like, what the fuck is that? But I don't know. Like they said something about that. I don't know what it is, but it's just something throwing completely out. I had no idea.
It's raining in SoCal for like the whole weekend.
Right.
It's probably pouring at home right now. So
that's crazy.
Damn, bro.
I thought it was supposed to be warm today, Leo, and it was cold out, bro. And
it was
like,
free. I woke up this morning. So I woke up this morning and I looked outside and I was like, okay, it looks okay.
Right.
I went back out, like after I got done with my first client, I looked out and then it was sleet ice on my windshield.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then on top of that, yo, you know, it's some crazy shit where, because we have to take our trash cans out front.
Oh yeah.
So we take them out front and then they actually grab them. You know, it's cold when their trash cans are sitting out in the street because it's like, it's too cold to bring that shit all the way back.
Yep. No way, bro. Nope.
They had it flipped over as if to say, oh yeah, you can come get it. We just
we're done here.
Yeah, we're done. We're done here. And just kept it moving. And I'm like, damn. Right. Then I go out to go to the gym and it's raining. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what's going on? So we experienced 3 seasons in one day, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like literally.
Changes by the hour.
By the hour.
No, it
like,
really does.
The dumbest shit in the world, but it is, Cal. I'm glad you're here, bro.
I thought it was bipolar on the West Coast. It sounded like, damn, y'all going through it too.
Oh, bro. Dude, always here.
It's supposed to be what, 79 here tomorrow.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
And then it's supposed to snow Saturday, it says.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm taking, like, here's the thing though. It's crazy because me and Toya are going to DC. I'm taking her up to DC on Saturday. And from what they're basically saying is it's supposed to rain all day.
Yeah.
So it's
like
on
it's
both
supposed
sides then. It's on both sides.
Yeah, bro. It's
That's crazy.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. It's just crazy.
Bro.
But Cal, thank you for being here, brother.
Thank y'all for having me. You see,
Hey, it's
I
all
go
good.
through what I go through, but I be trying to be here, yo.
You be being here, bro. You come through.
Yeah.
You always come
I
through.
don't
I
even say
appreciate
nothing.
it.
I just pop up.
You just pop through. You come through. That's what I'm talking about, man. What's going on, Cam? I mean, you just gave us some, you just told us about some. See, I smacked it. I went right in the Matrix real quick.
I was like, oh,
There you
shit.
go.
I was like,
You
where'd
see
he
that?
go?
Yep.
You see that anyway. But you gave us some news. You
Yeah.
told us, that about things that we didn't know about bababies.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised
I
to
learned a
hear
lot.
that, bro.
Yep, new little discovery today. We're not talking about placentas this time, but yeah, no, sadly.
All right, I'm out.
But this time we're talking about baby tongue ties. Okay, my daughter was born. Both of my daughters actually, my middle daughter and my youngest daughter, were born with tongue ties. So basically, it doesn't allow them to be able to drink as much milk as they should, and they get like super gassy and a lot of air intake. So it's hard for them to go to the bathroom all the time. So we had to go to the doctor today, and she basically used a laser to cut it. But she had a top one and a bottom one.
Mhm.
Terrible experience. My first daughter, I had to hold her. This one, they took her into a room, which I think is not any better because all you just hear is screams. So it was a little traumatizing for my wife and me, but it was it is what it is, man. But she's good now. Take a little Tylenol.
She's
She's good to
straight.
go. And
She's
if the
good.
Earth core stops moving again, you're gonna see me selling some figures for canned goods a little bit online. Okay, if anybody sees me selling my whole collection, and I'm trading canned goods, then you know something's going on, guys.
Something ain't right at that point. Something ain't right, bro. We're so glad to actually, have you here. And somebody pointed something out. They said, Cam shaved. What's up?
I did. My wife was like,
dude.
shave it down. She was like, shave it down. And I was like, all right. And then my middle daughter was like, can I help? And she went too low. So here we are. I was like, well,
it still looks great, bro.
yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it,
Good,
man.
bro.
Appreciate
You
it.
straight. Don't
We're
worry
gonna get on
about
this
it,
workout mode. We about to have a skinny neck. I'm about to go crazy.
You good, money?
Yeah,
You
bro.
good, money? You good, money, bro? Don't worry about it. You in the game. You in the game. We
out here.
good.
We out here. We out here.
All right, Mr. Fox Vacation. What's going on with you, brother?
Not much, bro. I'm here, man. Happy to be here. Happy to talk about some Shang-Chi tonight, and of course some other stuff, some grails that got away. That's actually going to be a tough question, Leo, because
you got to think, because you can't just call out one.
Yeah.
Like you can't just. It has to be something. When I mean the one, when I said the one,
right,
that got away, it has to be that one, because I had to really, really, really think about that one that I wanted so bad. And I never got a chance to actually get. So I was like, okay, let me, and I have my one.
right.
But I just want to see what everybody else,
it's a tough one, dude, because for me, it'd probably be something, we'll get to Tawi, but probably something that came out before I was collecting. That's, I think, what really draws me in, because nowadays, dude, I think we're all pretty good about it. If you want it, you have the opportunity usually to get it. So you probably got it. So it's hard to say one like, oh, I had a chance at it and I just passed on it and I regret it. Like usually that doesn't happen as much. It's more so like something came out before I started, you know, but yeah, man, happy to be here. Should be a fun one. I got the drawer dropper and, and got Cam's collection here. So it should be a blast, bro. Calvin's face, he's just like,
could never said
bad
that.
enough I'm in Vegas, so
I know. Well, I mean, there's no better place to be when you're drawer dropping. So.
Hey, it's going, hey, Cal, it's going to be even worse once we get to London, baby.
I already know.
You already know it's going to be. Once we get to London, it's going to be even worse.
At least y'all haven't upgraded me to meat platter yet. LWO got me a meat platter now.
I do like the sound of that, though. I do like the sound of that.
Yo, definitely. So I'm going to address the chat in a minute. As a matter of fact, because the chat, I want y'all involved in this before I address y'all, okay? So, okay, and this is basically a sideshow collectible story. So they, again, doing what they normally do, decided that, okay, they sent me a notification about Wonder Woman. And that my Wonder Woman 84 was actually the payment was coming out today, and that it was, I guess, when they say it's coming out, it's supposed to ship, right? So I had a question. I was like, listen, I messaged him. I said, well, look, you're taking the payment again today. So does that necessarily mean it's going to, now mind you, I got an ambassador. Okay. So I got one of the ambassadors, right? So I said, does that mean that you're going to actually take my money and that I'm going to have the figure shipped? Or does it mean that it's not going to be shipped for like another 2 weeks and you're just going to sit on my money? Normally I have a really decent experience with it, and they'll give me a decent answer. I've never had a problem with customer service. They'll always, you know, this person that I got, bro, I don't know if they was on one or if there was a problem or they just didn't like it. Anyway,
Really?
I got it out. They was like, yeah, no, it's not going to ship today. It's probably going to take a while, but that's the standard. I said, well, not really. I said, because this is something that's kind of been brand new with you guys for like the last couple of months. I said, it started with the clone trooper. You took my money. I didn't get the figure for like another 2 to 3 weeks, so I just want to know, should I, pretty much expect the same result? She was like, no, this is something that's been going on for a while. I've been collecting for over a decade, so this has been going on since the beginning. I said, no, I've been collecting now for a while, and normally when you take the money, then you'll ship my figure. I will normally get, ready to ship or preparing to ship by that night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'll see that it's shipped. I'll probably get the tracking ID the next day.
Yep.
Well, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm just telling you this is how it's going to be, and that's that. It is what it is. Ooh, okay. Well, I wasn't trying to basically argue with you. But since you don't want to have this conversation with me, maybe you can send me over to somebody who's willing to have that conversation and we can talk. Because plainly right now, you don't want to have that conversation with me. And the experience is kind of trash. So just please get me over to someone else. As soon as I said that, well, look, I'm just trying. No. We don't need to talk anymore.
It's too late now.
Just get me over to somebody else and we will have that conversation. So they sent me over to someone else, and this person was pleasant and say, hey, look, we are expected to get a few wins. So you're on that list. So you'll basically get yours shipped out. Not a problem. This, that, and the third. We'll just, whatever. So sorry about whatever delay. I said, look, I've been collecting with you guys now for years. I have a lot of money in that. And I said, even though y'all did me dirty a few times, I've still been supporting the company. And I said, on top of that, I still have figures that I'm sitting on. So they were like, yeah, sorry about that. And, this, that, and the third. And I didn't really go into it, but I said, that you might want to re-educate that last ambassador that you have working for you, because if somebody else gets that person, it's going to be a problem. Like it really, really, really is. So my question to everybody out there is, even in the chat and everybody, so am I wrong? Please let me know if I'm wrong. Has this something that's been happening for over a decade? Or are you saying that this is just starting now? Because if it's been happening for a decade, then maybe I'm just lucky. What do y'all think?
Bro, I don't think that's happened to me from what I did catch at the store. Usually, like you said, that's pretty accurate. Like they charge you the final payment and then it says preparing to ship, and then it will literally ship the next day. You'll have the tracking overnight and it'll be on its way out the next day usually. So that's been pretty typical of my experience. I bought a lot of shit from Sideshow too.
Yeah, a lot of shit, bro. Like I've been buying with them since I started buying with them since like 2014, 2015. And that's around the time that I actually started collecting with them. Before I was getting a lot of stuff overseas. So I started collecting with them in 2014, 15, whatever. Right. And I was like, I've never experienced that. Normally when it's it's shipped, and I'll get that notification and it ship that, or I'll get that shipping notification that night.
Yeah.
If this has been going on for a decade, maybe I'm lost.
Because they won't charge you unless they have it usually.
They won't unless they have it. So this person was like, and then she said, for a man even asking for a question to be answered, that's a hanging offense these days, let alone insisting. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. That's questionable. That's really questionable. I don't understand that. Like, it's really, really crazy. Mark 51's 51st Collectible says, nah, it hasn't happened for no damn decade. That person was gassed up on something, maybe having a bad day. Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were. Like that.
It had just happened to me for the my mech test.
Yeah,
they hit me with the the whole process. We'll be shipping it out soon. Hit me for it. Told me it was supposed to be shipping that day. Charged me for it, and then literally like hours later got the email delayed. So I called him right back, was like, refund my money back for this payment.
Right.
And that, because I had it at full pay, and I was like, you know what, as a matter of fact, I'm in no rush, put it on payment plan. So then I had to push it down further down the line, but they refunded it back for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's just crazy. It's crazy. So that's what I was interested in, really trying to find out. Big dog pound was like, let me see here. Yo, good. What's going on, man? Let me see here. Customer service is terrible nowadays. They are too lazy to work. I don't know. It's just it's crazy. Never talk to an ambassador. Go straight to Sideshow customer service. I
That's
call
why I said I
only,
just hang
never
up.
chat.
I'll hang up and
Yep.
call right back.
Yeah, I won't even chat. You're right. From now on going forward, I would never use the chat. I won't, because the chat, like it's just like almost a generic answer every time you use that. You know what I mean? Never authentic conversation. So I'll definitely
Another
do
experience I had. My Fablock 1000 Batman
that.
had it on order. Then they put it on sale, 25% off.
Mhm.
So I called. I'm like, yo, what can I do, and how can you help me? It's on sale, but you guys are charging me full price for it. So the person gave me no love. Like, well, we can't do
Mhm.
nothing. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you guys are Sideshow. What do you mean you can't do nothing? Like, I come from retail management back in the day. I know if a sale's on, you proactively reacted to it, right? I'm like, if I got to cancel and then redo, whatever I need to do, the lady was like, no, there's nothing you can do. Click, call right back. The next person was just like, oh, done. Cancel it.
Wow.
Give it a few hours for your points to come back on, so that you could go back on and reapply them. Waited about 2-3 hours. Boom, done deal. So yeah, I don't even give them the time of day. I
The
just hang up and I'll call right
satisfaction,
back.
man.
It's a waste of time.
I'm definitely not giving them the satisfaction of any type of conversation moving forward. It stops there. As soon as I see ambassador, I'm like, I'm done. I'll just call in. I'll just
I've never
even if
even
I have
used the
to.
chat before. I always just called.
Oh,
directly
really? Yeah,
into
I've
it.
only done the chat. I think I've called them like one
I've never
time.
used the chat.
Yeah, I've
before.
used the chat several
I
times.
used to use the chat.
You know
And it's
what?
weird. Ambassadors is a weird thing, but they've been nice to me.
But you know what? Okay, so real quick, and then I'll address the chat, then we can move forward. So all right. So for instance, the Captain Phasma that I have back here, when I called up, and it was like when I started collecting with him, I was collecting for a little bit while they knew I was a Star Wars fan and stuff like that. I got a really nice person had customer service with, because I was just questioning because it like something happened, it was a glitch, the payment didn't go through, so then it went through. I spoke to someone who was really nice through customer service, and she was just, we're talking. I said, look, I'm a Star Wars fan, have always been. I do thank you for your customer service. You did an excellent job. It was amazing. I've never had experience like this before, and I do appreciate you for fixing this, problem, whatever. The next couple days, I got an invoice, and it was a message, or basically invoice, saying that something had shipped. So I didn't know what the hell it was. It said it was a figure that I received. It was a Captain Phasma. And I was like, wait a minute, this might be somebody else's. So I called in. I was like, look, I wasn't charged, but I got a figure. I don't know if you were meant to send this to somebody else or not. The person who I called and messaged me back was like, oh, so you got it. No, we wanted to make sure that you got it. It was our gift to you because you was, because of your kind words, this, that, and the third. And this was through Sideshow in the very beginning. So I was like, damn, like, that right there was that was amazing. And it just, clearly showed that, people, have such kind hearts and stuff like that. So, and little did I know going forward, that would all change. But anyway, in the very beginning, it was the good old days. It was always the good old days. So again, you know who you are out there. The very good one, that one, shout out to you. You need to teach everybody else. Anyway, let me address the chat real quick. We got Pure Storage in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. We got 6 Scale in the building. Nick said he applied to be an ambassador. They denied.
Damn, did he really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hilarious.
We got Benjamin Green in there. We got Peyton 23. Thank you for being here, man, as always. Who else do we got? We got Pure Stewage. We got 6 Scale. We got Big Dog Pound. Beskar Kid is in the building. Thank you for being here, my bro. We got Latoya T. Everybody out there in on the chat, today is officially my lady's birthday. Happy birthday to Latoya T, the most amazing woman on the planet. It was a scramble today, bro, because I had to get off work. I had to actually go to the gym real quick. Now, mind you, I don't know if y'all experiencing this where you at, Will or Cam.
Yeah.
But there's an egg deficiency now.
Oh,
yeah. Eggs are expensive.
Crazy,
shit, dude.
And it's a deficiency, right?
Will, you sorry. Will, you got the good eggs down there though, bro.
I mean, sometimes,
y'all
but
got
the eggs are really expensive.
Y'all got the Purdue chicken farm right there.
We do got Purdue chicken farm.
He right by the source. If you
by the source, but that doesn't mean the eggs are not expensive, bro.
But here's the thing. So
crazy.
because there's an egg deficiency, the bakeries haven't been able to actually
everything.
produce cakes.
Right.
Really? Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
So when I called them yesterday, because I was trying to get the cake ordered, normally it's like a 24-hour, like a just a couple hour period.
Yeah.
I called. She was like, to be quite honest, you best come in and pick a cake, and we'll just decorate it. We'll put their name and everything on it.
Just like
because right now,
little casing ones.
she said we just got things back in order with those eggs. I'm like, what?
Wasn't there like some sort of like egg flu, chicken flu, or something that
I
was
don't
impacting
know.
the eggs? Or
I have
something
no
like that.
idea.
I think that's what it was.
I have no idea. It was insanely crazy, but they got it back in order, so I was able to get a cake. Brought it home. I had to go run and get balloons from Balloon City out here. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff in like a span of 45 minutes. So it was crazy just to get all that done. But I got it done, got back home, and I had stuff for her and the kids, ice cream, cake, all that. So, we did the whole thing.
Yeah, dude.
And then we're going to celebrate this weekend in DC. So shout out to Latoya T. Happy birthday to you, baby. I won't tell everybody your age because they probably won't believe you if I told you. So told them. So anyway, thank you. As always, and thank you for being such a beautiful woman and an amazing woman in my life. So we have that. Renz Talentino is in the building. Big Dog Pound. We have who else? OG fan with Star Wars, just Star Wars. Doc Smizzle is in the building. Thank you for being here. Beskar Dylan Compton is in the building. Thank you for being here. Fig Fate is in the building. We got who else is in here? Ash Chase is in the building. Thank you for being here. Single songwriter, my guy, is in here. Blue Tattoo. Josh Baker is here with us this evening. We have Aaron Grove. Who else do we got here? William Owens is in the building. The Thor 2941 is in here. Thank you for being here. Thor he's the funniest dude. I'm telling you, bro. Who else we got here? Blurred Dad for Life. Blurred Dad for Life or Life is in the building. We got Leon Walker here with us. Windman 42, channel member Windman. Blue Tattoo, channel member as well. Lake Bloomer is in the building. Mark 51st Collectibles is in the building. Thank you for being here, man, as always. Malika Mabane, my bro, is in the building. Thank you for being here. Two Ferns is in the building. I think he want to say 2 Chains. Two Ferns is in the building. Daryl Carter is in the building. Thank you for being here, my bro. Who else we got in here? Thule is in the building. Fourth Mister is in the building. We got Supernova is here with us as always. Let's see here. Who else do we got, man? We got so many. DT Artman is in the building. Charlie the Unicorn is out there. Let me see who else. Eva Evo is in the building. Thank you for being here. And who else? Am I missing anybody? Aaron Grove. Aaron G is in the building. Warren G. Aaron G is in the building. Rocketmon Chris is in the building. Thank you for being here as always, man. And I think we got everybody so far covered. DK is in the building as well. Last year is in the building. Anthony Cafrada is in the building with us. Beam is in the building. Man, what is here with us? And we got a $10 super chat from my bro over there in New Zealand. Happiest of birthdays to Latoya T. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that. And she appreciates it for all the love that she's been receiving today. And she definitely deserves that and more. So she's going to get it. But yeah, Mike Rodriguez in the building. Thank you all for being here, man. So yes, we are going to slide into our first. Now, again, we're going to talk about some of these reveals. One of the biggest reveals that we actually got, which we knew it was coming. It was just one of those things where we kind of had to wait and see how it played out. But they slightly revealed it, and then they kind of gave us the whole reveal. And now we got the pre-order for it, and it is the Daredevil 1/6 scale collectible figure from She-Hulk. Now, there's a lot of people that aren't really a fan of the yellow and red, composition. I'm cool with it, and on the simple fact that I missed out on the first Daredevil. Now, it's not the grill the one that got away, but it's the one that I missed out on. So I'm definitely excited about getting this one once it's basically released. Cam, I'm gonna start with you on this one, man. What you think about this piece, and is this one that you're going to get in your collection?
Yeah, sure. Just to go off topic really quick. So pathogenic influenza, essentially bird flu, killed 60 million chickens this year.
Yeah.
So that's why there's egg-laying chickens. I'm sorry. So that's why there's a decrease in eggs and inflation in prices. Random. Sorry, threw it out there.
Oh, okay.
It's not Condiment King, but I'll take the ketchup and mustard. I love it, man. It looks really good, I think, honestly. I'm not sure how I felt about the head sculpt. The head sculpt, I felt like probably needs a little bit of tweaking or a little bit of work to it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're pretty far out before we'll get actual production photos of this figure or even a release date. I would have actually liked to see him without the glasses on. I just feel like that's a better head sculpt of Charlie. But I mean, that's what we're getting. Then that's what I'll take at this point. Because I mean, I totally missed this train when the actual original figure came out. You know, so if there was a Grail that I was going to pick later on, it probably would have been the original version that dropped from the Netflix series. I'm definitely picking this up. I'm definitely picking up She-Hulk. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to get 1 or 2 She-Hulks, to be honest with you, because I feel like those elbows, man. I mean, like, it's seamless, it's beautiful, it's amazing, but I'm just scared for the poses, you know. Like, eventually it's like I've seen what has happened to people's Shuri and just the cracking of the material. So it makes me kind of fearful, but I'm excited to see what happens with Daredevil. I think it's Man Without Fear, right?
Or it is, bro.
Called? Yeah. So I'm excited to see what happens.
You talking about the
next one coming up for him.
I forget the name of it.
Everybody out there in the chat. What it was.
I forget the name. Everybody out there in the chat, let me know. Because I know there's a name for it. I just kind of forgot what that name is, but let me know, man.
It looks good. I'm excited that they decided to bring Charlie Cox back to reprise this role. Honestly, I think he did so good in the Netflix series. In the small amount of time that we saw him on She-Hulk, I think he did really well as well. So I'm excited. Definitely adding it to my collection.
100%. Now, when you did to kind of scale back on what you talked about. When it comes to no, not the chickens,
the chickens, exactly, bro.
Yeah, not the chickens, but when you talked about whether or not you want to get 2, I actually ordered 2. And,
did you? Okay.
Reason being, 2 of the She-Hulk figures, and it's mainly because of how, again, like you talked about, is, and I think you're going to kind of retool some things. I think the test for me is going to be once I get that Wonder Woman in hand, I want to see how that body works, like how it. You know how it feels, you know, because they use a totally different construct. I think that is it silicone that they use, or is it different?
I think it is like a silicone material that they're using.
I don't know. Yeah. It's something like that because they said that it's supposed to be a bit more lenient, more lasting. You know what I mean? Whatever. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure. Once you get it in hand, I don't know what. Even with silicone, you got to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Because I think for us, it's just like trying to figure out what the limit is to the creases as well. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to overdo it, but we still want to make sure it has good poses at the same time, you know. So
Born Again, that's what it is. That's what
Born
it
Again.
Born
okay,
Again.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Thank you very much for that, Peyton. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but I'm definitely going to get 2 of them. But even though I didn't enjoy the series, I'm separating the series from the figure from the series. I'm hoping that now somebody made a remark the other day that they should have gave us this figure with the removable boots.
Right.
Gave him feet. What was that on your show, Will?
I don't think so, but that's actually really clever. Yeah.
It just have him walking around with just bare feet. I was like, yeah, hell no.
The walk of shame, bro.
The walk of shame. Hell no. They not gonna go down. It ain't gonna happen. But anyway, Will, what you think about this piece? Is this something you can see in your collection, or are you just gonna pass on this one?
Dude, I think it's an easy pass for me, Leo, but I do find this figure very interesting for a couple of different reasons. One of the reasons being that when this originally was teased, you remember way back, Leo, this was probably like at least a couple months ago from what I remember when it was teased, a lot of people were really excited about it. I felt a lot of people were like, oh man, another Daredevil, like because the original Daredevil was, shot up in price after the show ended and it sold out and everyone really wanted that Daredevil and it became at minimum like a chase figure. And then now you have this Daredevil that appeared in She-Hulk and, thoughts aside on the show, a lot of people didn't love it, some did, but they like Daredevil in it. They like to see Daredevil show up, and I think that was one of the more exciting things in the actual show. Yeah, this suit is a little bit divisive, Leo. It's a little bit polarizing, I feel, because when you look at it, some people are like, oh, it doesn't have that classic red look. It has that yellow, and it's just a little bit much. And then some people really, really love it. And when it originally was teased, I feel like a lot more people would have pre-ordered it if Hot Toys put it up then. But now when they put it up at this point in the game, I feel like it's lost a lot of its steam almost because I see a lot of people kind of like, at least from what I talked about with my preview and us just seeing people's comments, they're like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm going to pass or I'm going to wait for the next Daredevil. I keep hearing that sentiment expressed a lot. People are saying, I'm going to wait for the next Daredevil. I'm going to wait for the next one and just pass on this one. I think that's the stance that a lot of people are taking, which I find really interesting because I guess because She-Hulk wasn't that well received, maybe this isn't the iconic look for Daredevil. So people are like, I'll just pass. But if you love Daredevil, then, this could be an easy pickup for you. But
Yeah.
I think, Leo, it's probably it's a little bit of minimal figure. I mean, it is $270, which is very reasonable. It doesn't come with a lot. The head sculpt, I think, is solid enough. It's not great, but, I think this is just a tough one in today's market because there's so many good things coming out. And not to say this Daredevil is not great, but it just seems a little bit lower on people's totem pole just based on what She-Hulk was like for most people. So I think the experience overall, not taking anything away from the figure, it looks great. And I love the glasses. I think this is overall really nice looking heads. And I saw JC Hong's photo and it looked pretty cool, I thought. It's not perfect, but I feel like the head sculpt is solid enough. And you're probably going to use the cowl anyway for most people. But at the end of the day, Leo, it's not going to be for me, bro. But, I think a lot of people, this honestly could be one. If Sideshow is not playing games and they actually are going to waitlist things that aren't selling super well, I could actually see this becoming one of those things. Because I could see a lot of people sleeping on this. And then Sideshow's going to be like, well, no one wants it. We're not going to order that many. And then it'll go waitlisted. So we'll see. But I think a lot of people are sleeping on this figure right now. Because I think they're just waiting for the next Daredevil. And this one just doesn't excite them anymore.
Yeah. Now that's true. Here's the thing though, because you have a market for people who want to get it,
right? Sure.
Because they missed out on the first. And then you have people that might be, kind of indecisive as of right now, but you still have time to figure it out. The only thing that I say about this suit, Cam, you can attest to this, is that if they would have went with the actual yellow, black, and red, then that would have been something that's different because they would have actually gave us the black. Basically the black midriff, the suit itself, and just maybe have like the red emblem,
right?
Then that would have been cool. It would have made more sense if they would have did that. Going with this, it just I don't know. But the thing is, the rumor has it anyway that they're going to actually have he's going to have another suit. His own show.
He has to, like, it's because, like, I feel like I think a lot of people would have probably liked it more as well if there was some type of backstory why this suit came to fruition instead of the one that we knew he had previously before, like some type of story in She-Hulk. You didn't have to give him like a whole episode, but just trying to understand like what the hell made him get these colors, besides the designer's own little, thoughts and process. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely see how it goes. What about you, Calvin, man? Is this something that you think you might get your hands on, bro?
I'm on the fence. I've got the original one, and I'm just looking at all the things that you're not getting. You're not getting the base, the rooftop base, with the dope silhouette of this, the city with the name over the top for the nameplate. You're not getting the blood faceplate either. The only thing that really has me interested in this is the head sculpt, because I want to use that to possibly swap out or not. So if I did get it, it would probably be on discount if I could get on a deal or something like that. If I missed out on this one, I wouldn't be missing out on anything.
Yeah, that is true, man. That's true. I don't know, man. Everybody out there, let me know what you think. Now, I'm gonna get my hands on it, but it's not a priority to the point where I have to pre-order it right now. I'll just put it to you that way. I don't have to do that right now, but I will get it. It'll be the first Daredevil I got because I did miss out on the first red one. I didn't get that one. But yeah, I'll definitely get it once it drops. Hopefully, they might do some fine tuning and add some more things. So we'll just definitely see how that goes. So let me know what you think. Everybody out there in the chat, if you're gonna get it. I know there's some people that can't wait to get it. I did see Renz Talentino said he's going to actually use the head sculpt on his suit. That way it doesn't go to waste, which makes perfectly good sense to do that. That would be dope. But yeah, we'll actually see. So then we also got a release this week, a release that we knew was sort of coming, but I can say that it's also almost been a bit decisive. I mean, indecisive. Like it's been like a really indecisive. For me, I'm getting it, but it did come with a lot of controversy when it comes to whether or not the head sculpt is soft or not. I'm not really sure. But we're gonna talk about Shang-Chi. This figure again. We know what it looked like in the prototype. And it looked good. And then from certain angles, I can still see the prototype in it, but I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting that makes it look a bit soft. I'm not really sure. He does look a bit thinner, but again, maybe it's just that, when we see it, comparing the two, it might, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It just depends. But anyway, like it does, I don't know. It looks different from the actual prototype. And I didn't know if it was just me or not, but it does look softer. Will, what did you think about this, bro?
Yeah, this is a tough one, Layout, because I know you and I have been super excited for this figure. I've probably been, this and Wenwu are two of my most highly anticipated figures that I've been waiting on. I'm super excited about them. And I actually woke up to, of course, a bunch of messages from Riley the next morning. And he was like, Will, like Shang-Chi's out, Shang-Chi. And he was like, do you need me to call you? He's like, he sent me like a million messages. Cause I told him at one point, I was like, call me if Shang-Chi gets released. And he didn't. He didn't wake me up, unfortunately, but it was probably a good thing. But I would say that overall, Leo, I woke up and I looked at this the next day and I was like, I don't know how I feel, because I guess I'm not like overwhelmed with joy like I thought I would be at the release of this figure. Because when I originally saw the prototype, I was like, dude, it was so amazing. And I guess I just missed the part. And I talked about this in my preview video. The pecs, dude, it's bothering me. Really, it's really bothering me. And I'm not, and it was there on the prototype, because if you look at the pictures on the prototype, it was there. And I guess we just all missed it. But now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. And it just doesn't look, it looks very unnatural. And it looks, and I'm not sure what it is exactly. I think you can pose it away if you pose him the right way, but it's unfortunate. As far as the head sculpt goes, it's definitely a bit softer. I said it was probably like a 10 to 15% decline. When I saw a video that was not Sideshow's, which it looks pretty good in that one too, but they didn't really pose him all that well. The Sideshow just kind of threw him in there. They're like, here he is. Like, they didn't really try to pose him in some of the shots. So it was interesting. But I saw another video from another collector who has it in hand, and the head sculpt looked a lot better. And I was like, okay, cool. It's probably fine. I think it's a little bit softer. It's definitely not the 10 out of 10 that the prototype was. I think it probably dropped to like a 9. But just because of the paint.
This is the prototype.
Yeah, because the paint, dude. The difference is the paint. Yeah, it's just it's not quite as sharp, and the eyes are a little bit different too. And it's very, very interesting. But the joints never bothered me as much, but it's not ideal either, considering like, you have Lim Toys Nathan Drake who has seamless forearms. Like, why are we at the point where Hot Toys is not doing that? So that's like, you have all these third-party companies who are doing those things. So why is Hot Toys not giving Shang-Chi seamless forearms? I know it wasn't on the prototype originally, but could they not have updated that and swap? They have swappable forearms for this figure. Why did it not have a seamless forearm that you could have swapped in? That it seems a little un-Hot Toys like. It's below. It's beneath them, I feel, because they're supposed to be the king of quality and the best. And look, it's not the end of the world, because again, you could put the rings on it and pose it away, but it's more so the chest layout that bothers me. From this angle, not as bad, right? Because you got him kind of turned sideways and tilted down. Yeah. When you tilt him down, the pecs look a little bit normal. But like you were saying before the show layout, the pecs sit a little bit low, and it makes them kind of look more like breasts than pecs. And that's kind of the problem, I think. So it's interesting. I'm not sure why that's happening with this figure and none of the others. Maybe it's just the tailoring. But overall, I did still pick it up because I love Shang-Chi, and I feel like I'm going to try to find a way to pose that issue away and make it work in my collection, because I feel like I need Shang-Chi, because I just love the film and I love the character, and I hope Wenwu comes out great. I guess we'll see.
That's what I was going to ask you next. Yeah. But after seeing this, are you a slight bit worried about Wenwu?
A little, maybe not a ton, because that Wenwu in suit version that they showed, that's pretty much like a final product as far as I'm aware. It hasn't been released yet, but I think that head sculpt looks pretty good. So I'm hoping that it comes out pretty close. But the Wenwu one doesn't seem to have that pec issue. And I'm not sure, maybe if just the outfits are a little bit different. It's just Shang-Chi. And when I look at it, it's kind of like, I'm not sure, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a bulge there. It just looks awkward. So, and I'm not sure, like maybe on a bigger character might work, but like you mentioned, Lael, since Shang-Chi is a little bit thinner in the body here, and he has these giant pecs, it looks like very, like, does he only work out pecs and nothing else? Like that's basically what it looks like. So, and it's just a little bit off-putting. So I guess, like I said, you have to like pose that away, which is unfortunate. Still excited about this figure. I still picked it up, and it should be shipping to me sometime soon. But I can't say I'm not at least a little disappointed.
Like a little worried that there's a possibility that it could be, off just a tad bit. Not saying that it's going to be that way, but just, little things that kind of like, things is just like, you're like, well, I'm kind of nervous about this, but hopefully they can fix it in the long run. We'll actually see that.
Yeah.
Cam, what's up with you, bro? What you think about it, man?
Yeah, man. This is definitely one that I think all of us enjoyed the movie when it came out, and I think since seeing what's coming, in the future of
Shang-Chi's.
Marvel, Chi-Chi's.
166, what up, bro? Go ahead, though.
He honestly, I can't look past his boobies now at this point either. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm honestly, since Will said it, I'm fixated at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, I watched the unboxing for Sideshow, and the figure looked good. The chest area wasn't one problem I saw. The neck though, it looked like the neck piece as well as the head sculpt was like a singular kind of parallel type piece. There is disconnecting part or tissue on there that you could tell it's the neck, you could tell it's the head sculpt, but it looked off. It reminded me more of like a Ken doll,
like the separation in the piece of the back.
It just looked kind of like,
go on
I don't know.
seamlessly,
It looked weird. It just looked weird, like he was like missing part of back of his head, or like where the hair would cover up is just more neck. You see, I don't know. I'm pretty sure when we get in a hand, we'll be able to decipher a lot more of these difficult, things to see in photographs and other people's reviews, but it's still something I'm going to be picking up. Just knowing now how important this character is going to be to the future of the MCU. I'm excited to get it, honestly. And just to have this character in my collection, I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I'm going to get it, but it's just those questions like, which we'll get into. We'll definitely get into in the next segment here. But Kyle, what you think about this piece, bro?
Man, what can I say that these two haven't already said? They already took all my points. But pretty much I'm right here with everybody else. I think he looks good aesthetically, but again, I'm looking at man boobs right here, and this face and the head sculpt definitely looks a lot softer than what we saw as a initial prototype. I do think that I don't know. I'm still undecided if I was going to get this character or not. I kind of feel that way about a lot of the Phase 4 characters. I just don't know where they'll necessarily fit in my collection at the moment.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I want, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get him and Wenwu, and especially with the future of Shang-Chi going forward. Again, like, well, that this was like one of my most anticipated, even with the movie itself. One of my, I love that movie, but it's just going to be interesting to see like going forward where it kind of evolves. Like, again, like something like this, man. When the prototype looks so good, but then we see like a slight decline. But I will say this though, maybe it is, and I talked about this before. We have to get it in hand first.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's like sometimes the pictures just don't do it justice. It's off and on. We have to see it in hand and see if there's just an oversaturated, it looks like on some of the pictures, it looked like the filters were way too much. You know what I mean? The editing on it was way, way too much on the head sculpt. So just have to see it in better light. Maybe it'll look good. So I'll just wait and see it. So anyway, everybody out there, if you're excited to get it, if you're getting it, let me know. Also, tag me in some pictures, man. I want to see how it's going to look because I'm not going to get mine for a minute. Just tag me in the pictures, man. I'm just waiting on mine to get the notifications, so we'll see and definitely take it from there. So excited. But what leading into that, man, and talking about that because we always talking about like we pay for product, and normally our decisions are based on prototype, like literally. Like when we see it, the prototype, if they sell the prototype well enough, then we'll actually jump to it. We'll gravitate to it. Be like, okay, yes, I'll pre-order. Once it drops, I'll pay for it. The prototype drops. I mean, if the production photos drop, and it's like, okay, well, am I still going to do this or am I not? So, I mean, the biggest question for everybody and for us right now is, are we getting what we pay for? Like literally, are we getting what we pay for? Initially, we look at the actual prototypes and we're like, okay, yes, I'm all in on it. But as we've seen, case in point, Batman Begins, it's a failure in the end. So is it getting to that point now we have to be a bit more cautious about that instead of just jumping the gun and kind of getting these things off the rip? Like, is it, do we have to be more cautious, or do we feel as though are there, because there might be some people out there who purchase these figures and get it, be like, you know what, it's everything I wanted and more. That's happened to me a few times. Jenner, so That's happened to me a few times where basically I get that figure in and it's like, yo, it exceeded all expectations. A lot of the figures that I've actually gotten in have exceeded expectations. Like it's just an amazing experience once you get them in hand. Miles, for instance, which was my figure of the year last year. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm gonna start with you first, Cam. Cam, what do you think? Do you think that we are in a space where we are actually getting what we pay for? Or do you think that like lately we're being let down a bit slightly?
Well, I would say before the new year started kicking off, things were going pretty strong. I think that definitely had a lot to do with, competition invokes ingenuity, you know what I'm saying? And it also invokes transparency as well, you know what I'm saying? Because when you see other companies being super transparent with you and letting you know, like, hey, we're gonna be tweaking this, changing that, the competition wants to be like, hey, we want to tell you guys a little information as well. We have, by the way, comes with 2 head sculpts, even though it's something slight, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit of information, they still want to be able to say that they're in the same race, they're in the same ring, still giving up the good fight. So I would say that in the past few months things have been going very light. And I wouldn't say that we've been let down, but I feel like we definitely deserve more from what we've been seeing so far.
Like better than what we've experienced.
Yeah. And I think that's just as a whole, as like not just one company, but all companies too. You know what I'm saying? Like we as collectors, of course, we're greedy. We want everything. You know what I'm saying? We want extra head sculpts, extra parts, but we know at the end of the day, if we're going to get these extra products, of course, price later on is going to probably follow as well. So we will probably end up changing as far as prices one day, but right now, I mean, we just have to wait and see, to be honest with you. Because I mean, think about it, we're only in February. I feel like there's plenty of months to grow right now that we're going to be seeing a lot of hot pieces dropping that they might be tailoring and really putting a lot of their focus on right now. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, though. That's usually my ending statement of all my statements.
Bro,
we'll see.
And I am slightly because like command look. We got Cosca Reeves.
Yeah.
We got, Ahsoka. And bro, you know who I'm waiting on. You know my figure. You know who she is. Basically, I ordered 3 of her. And if they mess her up, I'm gonna be so mad, bro. Come on, man. Phoenix Shan, get it right. Get it right. So when we think about that and we see these type of situations, it's like, damn, like, is this a sign for things to come? Which I don't think it is. It's like a hit and miss on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But there has been a slight decline in quality. I think it has been, in a sense. Man, what? I agree with you. I got great quality with that Mando. That Chrome Mando is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
That is amazing, bro. And I had to take off some of that weathering though, because I can't.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah, bro. I needed to shine a little bit more, bro. I needed him to look like a Cylon from Battlestar Galactica back in the day.
Nice.
You know what time it is. But yeah, I don't know. What about you, Calvin? You think that there's been like a slight, decline and stuff that we're just like not really taking, we're not looking at, or do you think that, do you feel as though it's been a slight decline that's had you question a couple of things?
There's definitely been a decline. Now, I think it's a case by case basis because I've seen that Chrome that looks fire. I don't have it ordered yet, but I do plan on getting it. That Falcon cap.
Oh my
God! I can't wait to get my hands on that.
It is above
I just sent an email out today, like, when you guys getting this? Because I'm expecting.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
But I'm highly disappointed in that Batman Begins. I've been waiting on that for 2 years. I remember I was beaten down, emailing and calling retailers, side retailers outside of Sideshow, like, yo, when you guys gonna put this up? And then we only to find out that it was a Sideshow exclusive, that we had to go through them to get it. And then we finally get it, and now I got to look for another $300-400 head sculpt to go with it, and another $100 cape to go with it. So I just canceled it.
Yeah.
But now I got my tumbler coming, and I don't have the Batman to go with that. So now I'm just sitting back waiting on, well, when you guys gonna put it on? And then they got the nerve to not even give you discounts on it. There's no promo on it right now. So yeah, I'm hot about that. So I definitely think it's decline, but it also depends on what figure. So it's a give and take. It's a case by case basis.
Case by case, to the point where it's like I don't know. Like I just for me, I just feel there needs to be a bit more transparency, and maybe they should just like maybe take their time. I guess I don't know. Will,
Yeah.
your thoughts, man? Like, is in this space what we're in right now? Like, what do you think that? I mean, because when we think about it, like we do have companies like InArt, we have companies, even some of the third parties that are giving us like some amazing, phenomenal pieces. You know what I mean? And even for unlicensed companies that are doing that, bro, like, that are giving us phenomenal pieces, it's like, okay, I mean, I know they're unlicensed, but Hot Toys are giving you a run for your money. Like, literally, you got to start stepping up a bit more. What you think, bro?
Yeah, this is a tough one, Leo, because I was just looking at, because I've been keeping track of this just for 2023. I didn't have any 2022 data, but I was looking at 2023 and I was thinking, well, what has come out so far in 2023? And there's been 8 releases. And I was trying to just think, okay, what's the general perception on these 8 releases and how do people feel about them overall? King Shark, I'd say overall people feel like they pretty much got their money's worth with that one. That came out pretty good. The DeLorean came out pretty good. Neon Tech Blue Iron Man with Gantry. No one really cared about that one anyway, at least not in the States. Wonder Woman 84. That one is debatable. That one is, some people really love it. Some people really didn't like the neck. They said it was like a giraffe neck. The body was updated. That was better. But that one's kind of, that one's maybe questionable. Captain America Sam Wilson. Everyone loves that one. So that one turned out great. The Batman Arkham suit, pretty good. I think everyone was happy with that. The Mark 1, kind of a little bit divisive too, a little bit. Some people really, really loved it, and some didn't, I felt. So I think overall that one probably is still considered a success, but it's not a home run. And then you obviously have Shang-Chi, which I think is sort of divisive. I think overall, I think Shang-Chi could maybe go the route of Cable, where at first we all were like, I don't know. But then when you get it in hand, it probably is okay, and you're willing to accept it. But I don't know, man. It's interesting. As far as announcements go, Hot Toys lately have been killing it as far as what the prototypes look like. But as far as what you're asking about releases, that's a different question entirely, because like, and I think it might have been Riley or someone mentioned this to me the other day about, what was the last, Hot Toys figure that really was just like absolute home run. It's probably Captain America, Sam Wilson. But short of that, I mean, a lot of these figures have been, not home runs. Like maybe they're good, and some of them not as good as we hope they would be. But, maybe the Chrome Mando also, Leo, like you mentioned, Chrome Mando is probably a home run. That one's pretty great. The head sculpt's not a 10, but it never was. So, and most people probably aren't going to use it anyway. So it's not the end of the world. But as far as releases go, I do think overall we're getting what we paid for. But I think maybe the game is changing a little bit. I think we're starting to expect more from Hot Toys, and they're obviously clearly overstretched by all this Marvel and Star Wars they have to keep up with, and some DC. And it's just, dude, honestly, and I get what you're saying, Cam, about Shang-Chi. I would have preferred they delayed Shang-Chi even a couple more months to make sure the head fits properly, to fix the chest issue. Like, that would have been something I absolutely would have preferred. But I'll still accept the figure in its current state because I love the character. But if I didn't absolutely love the character, I would be like, F this, I'm not getting it, right? So, and I think that's what a lot of people will do, because a lot of people will be like, well, Shang-Chi, like, he's great, but I'm not going to pay for a figure that I don't love. So, but for me, I love the character, so I'm probably a little more willing to accept a couple flaws. But, overall, Leo, I do think we're getting what we paid for, but I think Hot Toys does need to step up their game in terms of their final products, because it's not, they're supposed to be the industry leader, and this doesn't feel like it. This, like I mentioned, the last thing I'll say, that figure's not out yet, but even Limb Toys with Nathan Drake are doing seamless forearms. Like, there's World Box putting out seamless forearms. Why does Shang-Chi not have seamless forearms? Like, Hot Toys is very clearly capable of doing that. So
they've shown that they can do it, bro.
Yeah,
like they've shown that they can actually do it. You can do seamless forearms. Like there's you can do that. Yeah. It's just that the technology is there. It's just like you taking a cheaper way out because of cost, and I guess in the demand of so many IPs licenses that they actually have. Right. They're just saying, all right, let's just put, like, case in point. Now, mind you, it's a beautiful piece. Like, that Bo-Katan is beautiful when you actually have it in hand. But because it has like the single jointed elbows, there are some, it's some, even with the knees, same thing. Come on, stop playing with me. I ain't going to go Matrix right now. Anyway, but I just think that they could have, taken more time to give us, better quality. You know what I mean? And I think, but like you mentioned, they are stretched. And that's what I try to give them lenience on, is that they're stretched with so much shit. Any expectations that, the House of Mouse is probably on them, like, yo, we don't see the product. Like, we're releasing this, we need to see more product. we need gain, we need traction. I don't know. It could be a couple of different things. I just think that, again, they can, delay a couple of things to give us better quality. So, sometimes I'm just like, no, like that Batman Begins. No, I didn't get what I paid for at all. At all. And the problem is we should have known because we didn't even get prototype picks at all.
Yeah.
Didn't. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. Now, I didn't think at first. I didn't think at first that I got what I paid for when I got that Loki. But once I got Loki in hand and I got that helmet on, that's a beast. It looks good. It does look good. Yep. And the tailoring on it is incredible. Everything that comes with it. And you know why I love it the most? The fucking Tesseract. That you get the Tesseract with that shit. Yeah. That's why I love it. Is you get that crystal blue Tesseract, and that is extremely photogenic when you have it in hand. Wait till you see the photos. It will be crazy.
Dude, helmet on, it's dope. Helmet off, a little more questionable.
Yeah. Once I got it on, I'm not taking it off because it's hard to remove it. Like it just feels like it's gonna break, and I'm not doing that. Definitely not. We got shout out to DJ N $1.99 super chat. Yo, much love to y'all, man. Thank you very much for that. But yeah. I will say again, quality is, again, we say quality over quantity. I think that's something that they need to look at, and hopefully going forward, they can, actually give us that, and we'll definitely see how it is. But I don't know. I'm just hoping and praying. We got Mafia out there. Shout out to my guy Mafia. We got Good for Health out there. Thank you for being here, man. He said the terms of increased volumes. Yeah, definitely, man. So we'll definitely see how that goes. But anyway, like I said, still rooting on you, Hot Toys, because you still give us product. You're responsible for 95% of my collection. So it is what it is. Next question, though, and this is a good one. And I hope everybody out there has their thinking cap on for this one, because I'm not letting you just go by, but just throwing stuff out there. I want you to really think on that one that got away, that one figure that you were like, Damn. How did I miss out on that piece? Like, how did I literally miss out on getting that piece? That one that really got away from you. So, Cam, I know you sitting up there searching, bro. I saw you. That's why I was hitting you, because I heard them keys. You was like,
God damn. Google Grails.
Yeah, Google Grails.
Google Grails. Shit, ain't nothing come up.
Come on.
So, all right. So for me, let's see. Because I already know for you, I know which one you're gonna say. Leo. So for me,
you think so? You think you don't know?
I mean, you kind of talk about Leo. So I was like, I think it.
Possibly. I just threw that out there.
I would say it's one of two, honestly, because it's kind of two of them that I'm like, damn, I wish I would have got it. I feel like the version of Drax, the original version that came out from Guardians of the Galaxy #1, was a physically tight version of Drax. We're not gonna get that version when this if we get a new release, like anytime this year coming up, it's not gonna be the same Drax. Like he's gonna be a little hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like he had his KFC or something. Who knows? I don't know. But I think the one I would say was my #1 would probably be the Hulk, Age of Ultron Hulk.
Age of Ultron.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that one right now is probably going for like, I think anywhere from like 900 to 1,000. And I'm like, I ain't touching that. But it still looks good though. Still looks good. I mean, especially compared to what we have now, Professor Hulk or whatever you want to call him, Smart Hulk, Crappy Hulk is a good
Crappy.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, bro. Like, that Age of Ultron Hulk, bro. Damn, Cam.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a good one.
Like, what you mean, pretty good?
Like, that's the best version of the Hulk, I think, in figure form that we've gotten so far. Because Age of Ultron, they should have never put the photo or the figure of I guess Professor Hulk next to She-Hulk. It made him look even worse, matter of fact. Like made her look even like really good.
This one would have made it look incredible.
Oh yeah. It just would have made more sense because they both rocking the spandex. His is more of like a lighter grayish purples, but still, I mean, It's such a good figure, I think.
It is. Now that I look at it, bro, that is an incredible piece, bro.
Man,
Like,
where's that other torso at?
Yeah, right. You need the torso with the hands.
Yeah, I know.
Or with the
up,
hands
right?
up.
Yeah.
Because that one is seamless. It's like it's not non-articulated, but yeah, it's dope. It's like a power pose.
Definitely. We got Aaron Freeman out there said, I need a new Hawk release. Smart Hawk just doesn't do it. I'm right there with you, bro.
He don't.
I would never get that. I'd never, even when they put it up for, I was like, no, I'm not doing it because I didn't like it on screen. I was like, I'm not doing that. Stop playing. You're not going to get that from me. No, definitely we're not. Will, what about you, bro?
Dude, this is a good one. Cam actually took one of my ideas here. This Hawk was a really good choice, actually. And like Calvin mentioned, the Hawk, the Age of Ultron one with the arms up, I think that's a pretty dope figure. I still maintain that one day they will revisit this Hawk. I still think it's a possibility that they do the Endgame version. They take the original Avengers 1 Hawk, they label it Avengers Endgame, give it seamless shoulders and update it and everything, and make it a little bit, and make it, because that's like one of the characters. And they could also do Thor from Avengers 1 again too, which they didn't do, and they could make that from Endgame and then redo it basically. So they did it with Cap, Mark 7's out there, Loki. So I'm surprised that this doesn't exist already. But yeah, dude, this Hawk layout is really dope.
Bro.
But as far as I have two. I don't know if I would call them grails necessarily, but figures that I do want. One of them would have been the A New Hope Darth Vader from the 2-pack with Tarkin, because that I really, really like the A New Hope Darth Vader outfit. That's actually what my costume is. It's the A New Hope Darth Vader, because I love that sort of weathered, beaten down look that Vader has in A New Hope. It's very like just busted up, and I love that about it. And I don't have it A New Hope Darth Vader because I've seen the original one. I didn't quite love that one as much, but I've seen the 2-pack version with Tarkin, and it's great. I love it. But it's so expensive, and I just don't want to pay that when there's other Vaders out there, especially the new Vader DX that we got out there. I don't want to do that. That said, the other one, Leia, would be, this might be a surprising one, Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord from the second one. So I actually have the Infinity War Star-Lord. And that one obviously is so cheap. If you try to sell it now, not a great spot to be in. And if you buy the second one, obviously that's not too bad, maybe below $300, right? But the second one with the long coat, I think, is the best Star-Lord to date. And, at the end of the day, it's just a matter of, from Guardians 3, what do you think we're going to get? I don't know if we're going to get a definitive Star-Lord from that film. I guess we'll see. But I think Guardians 2 Star-Lord remains to this day.
With the long coat?
Yep, the best Star-Lord that has been released. And I think that one is at some point one that I will trade up. I will probably sell my Infinity War one at some point and just get the Guardians 2 one, but I have to take a big L, and that's a big pill to swallow. Because this coat and this outfit, bro, are just awesome.
Yeah, he comes with a lot too, man.
Yeah,
like
he's
like,
and I have Yondu, and this would go perfect with. I mean,
the
Infinity War one goes well with it too, but this one would go really well.
Definitely a lot of accessories that come with this piece, bro. I have the So wait a minute, because isn't this the Xfinity? The Guardians 1 version?
No, this is Guardians.
It's the
number
2. Yeah,
because Guardians 1 does have the coat, but the head sculpt was a little bit different.
It was different. Okay, so this is too, well. How come? Okay, so wait a minute. Because the one that I got, no, you're right. It was
Infinity War just has the short coat.
He just has the short coat. Okay,
and number one,
that's the one I got.
He has like a shoulder pad, like a silver shoulder pad.
Yeah.
True. I forgot about.
Yeah, Guardians 2 is dope though.
This one, the long coat was definitely dope. But I have the short coat. I have the one with the shorter coat.
Yeah,
I like that because, like I said, I mean, it just But no, this was dope. Like, definitely, it is a dope figure. So I definitely get that, man. So you said between this one here.
This Vader's so nice, dude.
Yeah, it is. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one's definitely dope.
I don't even really care as much about Tarkin. It's a good looking figure, but I just want that Vader.
Bro, I have the set. I basically have the set back there, so it looks nice.
That it was Vader before I was collecting, unfortunately. So
it does look decent. Calvin, what's up with you, bro? What you thinking?
At the moment, I'm a happy collector because for the most part, I've gotten everything I want. Especially last week with Batman coming back out, 89. I'm happy right now.
Hell yeah.
That 1 4-pack that got away from me that I didn't even know existed until I got into this, them Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was a Ghostbuster 4-pack.
What was that, Blitzway?
Blitzway, yeah. Blitzway.
And I every time I go to eBay, I just type it in, just see what the current price is looking like, and I'm like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it because the moment I do decide to do it,
how much do they want for it now?
like 25 to $3,000 on the
Right.
low end.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm cool.
You said 25 to $3,000 for that, bro?
Yeah, for
the 4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
because the cool part is you
figure,
can find a 3-pack, but they don't have Winston. I'm like, how the hell am I not gonna have Winston? You know, I need my brother in there, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can't do it.
Damn. I think I just found it here. Wow. Like literally this one right here, right?
Yes, sir.
Damn. And it looks good too, bro. It definitely looks good.
I wish I had known about this.
Wow.
They're really dope figures, yeah.
Yeah.
No way you can't have Winston, damn it.
Yeah.
No way.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, you can't do that without. And that how much was it when it was released?
I think 1,000. So I think it was $250 a figure originally, which wasn't bad because you figure you're getting 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's the average of what we spend anyway. But now everybody wanted to charge damn near 500 to 1,000 each.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a lot, for it. But I can, yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. I definitely get it, bro. I can see where you would be a bit sore about it. Yeah, the one for me, surprisingly, Cam, it was one that I didn't mention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was one that I did not mention that I wanted in my collection that I missed out on, that I was so butthurt over that I should have did it and I didn't do it, and I don't know why. And I should have known because it hit waitlist and it was a wrap on this. And I don't know if anybody out there can share the sentiment on this piece, but I was really hurt over it. I hope it comes around again. I don't know if it will, but that was the Death Star Gunner.
Oh wow.
This piece right here, bro, I was so hurt. I wanted to get 2 out. Even if I could have got 1, I would have been excited about it, but I didn't. I don't know why I waited, and that was a rookie move on my mistake, bro. It was definitely a rookie move on my mistake. I wanted this so bad, bro, and it would have basically gave me, especially fit the display that I was looking for. Yeah, good for health. Deep cut. Yeah, it is, man. Damn, a deep cut. Yep. As soon as I went to actually go grab it, it was already on wait list, and then it was full. I was like, shit. I missed out on it. It was done. I got the TIE Fighter already, but this one was the one that I wanted so bad, and I couldn't get, and I'm booty hurt over that, bro. I am so butt hurt over that because it just didn't happen, and what do you do at this? You can't cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean? I see a couple people out there saying K2SO was theirs. Let me see whoever. Let me see here. Somebody said the 3-0 Ninja Turtles Grail that they missed out on.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Who else? There's a couple of people out there. Yeah, they saying 3 racks. God damn. They talking about that, the Blade, people were missing out on that first Blade. Yeah, even though that second one, I mean, that one's coming out right now. Yeah.
Did you see what Charlie the Unicorn said? He said, I hate BC for having them, talking about the Ghostbusters.
All right. BC, man. We got Aaron Freeman, trade you my gunner for Jen. No.
Nope.
No. As much as I want one, I would never. I'm just, it ain't gonna happen. Don't worry about that. Don't even worry. No, that is never gonna happen, man. I can't do that. I can't definitely do that, man. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, this is a good one too. Christopher Reeve, Superman, Jonathan King. I feel you, bro. Because, and that's the thing is like, you know what hurts us even more is the simple fact that we see it out there on the market for the prices that they're asking for.
Yeah.
And you got to contemplate back and forth like, yo, yeah, it's Journoso is one for me. Yeah, I know, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You say, Lael, just give away. No, bro, it's not gonna happen. I don't know why y'all keep saying that. It's never gonna happen. It's not going anywhere. It's never leaving my collection. So stop playing. It won't, Nick. It won't. Don't even incite. that type of blasphemy ever, bro, because it's not gonna happen. So, all right, what I want to close out on is this question, bro, and this is a question that I wanted to use this a long time ago, but I never really actually got myself into it. But and this is like a really short one we're gonna have here. Cam, I'm gonna start with you, and this one is called "Letter to Howard." So, if you could actually write Howard a letter, you had the opportunity to write a letter, and you wanted him to change something, or you felt as though you needed to let him know something, what would you let him know in that letter?
So, God, dear Mr. Howard, could you please make some figures besides Iron Man that might be one-offs that we love in movies but don't get enough shine? Hence Wong, Okoye, M'Baku. There's a list. I could just write a whole damn list to him now. Yeah. And I would just basically express to him like, hey, like, I understand it's all about marketing, right? It's all about using your products to get the most revenue out of the products or the pieces that you're going to use. But it's like, all right, man, we get it. Iron Man sells. We like it. His ass is pretty cool.
But there's more.
There's more stuff out there. Like there's tons of different characters that you still haven't given us yet. I'm pretty sure in the future, maybe they got a marked up plan we don't know about. They're keeping it secretive, fingers crossed, but just give us a little bit more, man. Like that's all I'm saying.
Like give us a bone, man. Give us a leeway or something, man.
Throw us something.
Give us something, man. You know what I mean? Just a little something.
Give me a hella 2.0, damn it. All right.
We got Dylan Compton Howard. Please make Durg from the 20th Clone Wars line. I will send you feet.
Bro, Howard's gonna be doing that anytime.
Yeah, he is.
Feet pics? Come on now.
He's probably gonna be sitting. Yo, come on, man. Everybody's saying justice for Wongers or justice for Wong. Yeah, that's another one that's out there for you. So I'm gonna go to you next, Calvin. If you could write, Howard a letter, what would you say, bro?
Hey, I'm gonna copy and paste Cam's letter. Where are our figures at? We got the whole Black Panther movie 1, the second movie. Who else are we missing? Wong he got like 5-6 different outfits they should have for him by now.
Yeah. This is true.
I mean, we could be on this all night if I start really thinking about it.
Right.
You're gonna have me sit here and get upset, to be honest with you.
You're gonna really type up a real letter for real, like
a real letter, like dear Howard.
Hey.
What happened to Black Chrysanthemum? Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to Black Chrysanthemum? Definitely. We need Ventress ASAP. Definitely. We definitely need that.
Crossbones. I see
Crossbones. Crossbones and Zemo.
Not that third party, that real
Crossbones. Bro. Like straight up.
Give me John Walker, damn it. He wasn't that great of a character, but still, like, I mean, I take it. We would buy it, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people would.
This is another one. Another one. Killmonger heist outfit. You could have gave us that. That would have been dope.
Yeah,
like, what's going on with you? We got Dear Howard in one time. Definitely a lot of people are saying that. We got Dear Howard, please make Toby's pieces cool.
Oh yeah.
Nick asked Yost to make
Nick
that.
Has been asking
he asked Yost like straight up.
He did ask Yost.
He really asked him? Oh man.
Yeah, Yost is probably like no.
Yeah, he did. He asked Yost.
Sure. Like,
but
I gotta get too many people that are gonna order that. I can't do that.
I give it to Nick for asking though. That's what it's all about. He tried.
That's like the third time I've seen him say that in the chat somewhere this week.
Yeah, definitely. He tried. He definitely tried. Will, if you could write a letter to Howard, what would you say, bro?
So if I were writing a letter to Santa Howard, the first thing I would ask for would be the Black Order from Infinity War. But I don't know. Yo's fucking laughing at me. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Black Order would be great. I see. That's another good question about how many people would actually buy them. The third parties, I think, did pretty well, but maybe because they were priced so reasonably. But if Hot Toys made them, they obviously might be more typical pricing, like $270 or higher, $300. If he did call Obsidian, he's probably $450 or more. So, that's something for sure. Scarlet Scarab.
Yes. I've been saying this, Mike. I am with you, bro. I want the Scarlet Scarab from Moon Knight. That was a dope ass. It would come on, man. Give it to us. Why not? But yeah, go ahead, Will.
Yeah, well, that's a good one, dude. I would say, Leo, as far as like the innovations that we know they're all capable of, those would be the things that I would primarily focus on if I were writing that letter. So again, things that really are not even innovations at this point, just sort of, I think they've become industry standards, like, you know, the seamless forearms, right? That's something that for sure that we can look at. We can look at the, you know, the bodies and improving those. And of course, for example, for the characters, and we've talked about this, I think a pretty good amount, the characters like Gore, the God Butcher, who has scars and whatever, it's not possible to do a seamless body. Fine. Give a swappable set of arms that are non-articulated, that don't have joints, that you can swap on the joint pair if you want to pose them, or you can put on the non-articulated pair in a set pose, maybe one that has him holding the sword or something like that you can swap them on and it looks good. That's really not that much to ask.
But Will, didn't they give us like for Thor Ragnarok?
Thor Infinity War, they did it too.
And they gave us the seamless arms and you can move them.
They gave you and they gave you the seamless arms, and they gave you the armored arms for Infinity War. Yeah. But that, I guess, is a little bit because Thor just has straight seamless arms. But Gore the God Butcher or Drax, for example, a lot harder to do because you have tattoos and you have whatever. But that's why you give a painted set that are plastic, that are non-articulated, that they don't have visible joints. And you could even do that with the Na'vi. Like, that's another example. Like, why is that not? Maybe I'm missing something about why that. But like, literally, Game Toys is doing that. And they're a third party company. They're doing seamless and swappable jointed pairs, but I feel like that should just be a standard thing as far as like if the character has visible joints, because that is probably one of the biggest detractors for Hot Toys, visible joints. If you have a visible joint character, people are like, like, I don't really like that. That's why like Ahsoka, Rosario, we're willing to accept possible tearing because it looks a lot better. So, you know, she has seamless shoulders and arms and whatever. And we're like, great, just be careful with it. I prefer that over visible joints. So to me, bro, I think Hot Toys realism is their thing. So they got to find a way to, and I think they could very simply do it. It just kind of cutting corners because they're clearly overwhelmed. But I think it's a matter of realism is their primary factor, I feel. So they need to get back to the point where realism detractors are not in the conversation.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. I agree, bro. I definitely agree. Like we need a tad bit more realism out there when it comes to these pieces, man. And you know, again, seamless arms, come up with a better solution other than these crotch grabbers. There has to be a way to kind of innovate past that. I can understand, you know, you not wanting to go the route of magnetic bases as of yet until that's perfected. So I get that. You know, waist grabbers, you know, stuff like that, you know, accessories, making more, you know, maybe, you know, instead of having like all these plastic pieces, you know, give us more die-cast weaponry and stuff like that. I mean, there's ways that you can actually do it. You know, again, you know, figures that, you know, these one-off figures that figures that you've teased, go through your whole list of purgatory figures and release them. I mean, justice for Baze Malbus. We haven't gotten him yet.
Right.
You know, and that was a hell of a figure that could have released and it would have been super dope. I don't know why you didn't do that. You know, a lot of people say justice for Wong. You know, of course, we would love to see a Wong figure. I don't know why we haven't seen that yet. You know, everything like just come on, man. And give us those other two Inquisitors. Don't sit on them like you actually don't do that. Don't do that.
Scared for y'all.
Bro. Give us those Inquisitors, man. Like I want to see them, bro. Don't just not sit on those. Another one, Anakin Starfighter. Give us that. Come on, Howie. You know what I mean? Come on. You can definitely do it. What's DJ and saying, dear Mr. Chan, we want separate accessories. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. Like you can have separate accessories, stuff like that. You know, if you give us, you know, certain figures instead of giving us a 2.0 version in the same year, you know, just give us two head sculpts. Give us a dark side and a light side instead of just basically giving us a light side Anakin and then waiting for Toy Fair to give us a dark side. Come on, man, don't do that. You know, you can definitely do better than that. You know, it is, you know, definitely do better than that. I agree. Yeah, just give me Wong and Madison. A lot of people want that Madison figure, bro. Everybody basically wants that.
Yeah, a lot of people do want that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Remember IG-11 with the sand human foot base? Yeah. We definitely got to get past that. Let's move past that because they can't keep on giving us those bases. Yeah. Oh yeah, 89 back computer. We need that as well. I mean,
That's
you
true.
can definitely give us that piece.
I believe that's coming.
Yeah, but the sand bases need to be retired. They need to badly.
Yeah, they definitely do, man. What's this? Oh, okay. Yeah, they definitely need to retire that, man. So anyway, yeah, I mean, yo, that's it. It's been a great show. Definitely tonight we ran through a couple of these things. It's always good to have like a smaller panel where we can have these conversations, man. So thank you for being here, everybody out there. Thank you for stopping through and definitely letting us know what's up and what's going on. And my bro, thank you, Mafia, for that. Before we dip out of here, Mafia just sent me some goodies. So Present Toys decided, and shout out to Mafia for coming through with this. But Present Toys decided that they were going to give us an update on the head sculpt for Blade, and I'm so glad that they actually did that. So they gave us an update on the Blade head sculpt. Mafia, thank you so much for that. Boom. So they did. Look at that. So
Nice.
Cam, what's up? Cam, what up now?
That was really good, man.
What's
That's
up
really
now,
good.
Cam?
It looks really good. Wow.
That's
really
Wesley
nice.
right there, bro.
Hey,
Y'all can't get with this. That's all I keep seeing right now. He's like,
some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yep. So they said the head sculpt of the Blade Warrior will be produced accordance with the newly modified shape. Please note and thank you again for your support. That's what I'm talking about.
They got my
Transparency
support
right there.
They got me day one.
Yeah, they got me day one on this one. Definitely. So again,
This is great.
it looks good. That looks good. So excited about this piece. I know a lot of people are, hell yeah, already PO'd. So definitely, I need that. So I'm so happy for that. Mafia, again, thank you for the update, bro. Do appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's been a great show. Thank you guys for actually being here. If like everybody's link to their pages in the description, so make sure that you actually do that. Will, what you got coming up, bro? Let us know.
Dude, not too much, man. We got the live stream every Friday layout. We got Lights, Camera, Kiko Collect. So that's going to be pretty fun. It'll have Kiko and Marco from 16 Fix this Friday. And then Sunday. Yeah, I know, bro. Sunday we'll have Collectors Mingle at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I think that's honestly probably going to be the new time moving forward. I think that works for pretty much everyone. And so I think, and also allows us to get done before Last of Us. So even when Last of Us ends, I think it'll still be a good time. So we're going to do that.
It's
I put
working
out
so far.
Yeah, dude. And I put out some, there'll be some clips coming from Sunday show Collectors Mingle that I just edited tonight they're scheduled. So they'll be coming out over the next couple of days or whatever. There's some shorts that I put up, and yeah, dude, that's pretty much it. Shang-Chi, I'm going to end up reviewing that one, but it probably won't be here for like another week. So yeah, I'm really excited. I got that from Kit actually. So I'm just waiting on that to arrive, and yeah, really excited about that, but little cautious layout about that. So I don't know, bro. I'm a little nervous to unbox that one actually, but
I think once you get it in hand, it'll be different.
I hope so, bro. I'll find a pose that works. If you get him bent or something, I think you're probably fine.
Yeah, once you get it in hand, it'll probably be different.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of seeing it in hand, and then we don't have to worry about those type of conversations anymore. But I think that it's one of those situations where we shouldn't always have to worry about just getting it in hand. You know what I mean?
Right.
We should be enticed from what we actually see. So it is what it is. If you haven't already, Will Foxification on YouTube, IG, make sure you actually hit him up. As always, thank you for being here, bro.
Yeah,
Cam, what's going on with you, man?
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me as always. Always great to be on here with you guys and just to talk. You know what I'm saying? Just a good way to unwind at the end of the night. But yeah, man. So I have a video getting ready to drop on Saturday. I was trying to get to this earlier in the month, but baby stuff. So of course I'm behind. So I'm doing the Greatest Superheroes Marvel Edition Black History Month. Yeah. So I'll be doing this version for Marvel. It'll drop on Saturday, and then I'll be doing the DC version on Tuesday, which is the last day of Black History Month, matter of fact. So I'm trying to cram that in really quickly. But yeah, man, just something dedicated to something different, you know what I'm saying? Just showcasing just different actual superheroes, not figures this time. So if you guys got time, go ahead and check it out. Hope you like the video. I probably won't be on Collectors Lounge this weekend. I gotta take my daughter to a birthday party.
I won't be running Collectors Lounge.
There we go. Oh yeah, so
anyway,
you'll be
because I'll be in DC.
Okay.
We'll be on our way back from DC.
Okay.
in the morning. So I'll miss the 12 o'clock, slot time. So I won't, there won't be any collectors lounge this Sunday because I'll be in DC celebrating Toya's birthday. So I won't arrive back in town until like after 12. So So
okay, cool. Because I think I'm going down to the city with my daughter probably on the weekend or whatever. Let me know, man. I'll say what's up.
Yeah,
wish you guys happy birthday or something like that,
no
man.
Doubt, no doubt.
I'm like 20 minutes away from the city. So yeah, man. Thank you. And then Wednesday I'll be back on here for Say What.
Yeah, let's go.
Always, man. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Say what? Let's go. Calvin, what's going on with you, brother? Again, everybody follow Cam Collection on IG and YouTube. That video is going to be dropping this Saturday, so you definitely want to take a look at that. Calvin, what's going on with you, brother?
I'm going to be MIA this weekend, so I won't be on LWO. Well, you guys won't have Sunday, and then your show on Saturday, Cam. I will catch that when I get back on Monday. Going on a cruise in Ensenada, so I'll be on the sea. They got terrible service out there, and the Wi-Fi packages ain't worth paying for because they don't cover nothing. So I will be back on. So I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday, and then next Friday, I know myself, Mario, and Marco will be missing LWO because we'll be at Disneyland next Friday. So Marco's coming down from SAC. He's staying at my house for the weekend. So
okay,
have a good time. No draws dropping. I'm telling you.
No draws dropping. Oh no, we got to ask Marco about that.
Glad you said that pre-disclaimer.
Hey, I'm letting them know now.
Definitely, man. Appreciate that single songwriter. I'll definitely let her know, man. As always, bro. Appreciate it, man. So, anyway, thank you for being here, Calvin. Again, description for everybody's the links for everybody's page and everything is on the description in here. But again, thank you for being here. What I got coming up, man? Of course, we got Figure Flex Friday. I got a video dropping this week. Well, actually, no, probably Monday. Or it depends. It might be Friday or it might be Monday, depending if I can get to it. It's basically it's Vision and the Vision from WandaVision. Take your position. So definitely be looking out for that one. Some good pose ideas and how you can do that. Also, I'm going to be dropping a video taking you through. Now, the reason why people want to know why I haven't released the tour yet, the room tour yet. And that's because I'm still in the midst of putting my racks together because it's going to be an expansion, but I'm condensing a bit. But I'm creating like for each section of the rack, it's going to have its own diorama. So one rack is going to have the tumbler. And what I decided to do is not use the actual jail cell for the Joker once that arrives. So what I'm doing is I'm making a glass plexi, like a glass vinyl, or not vinyl, but acrylic glass jail cell that's going to have just the bench in an all white room for the Joker.
Nice.
So basically you'll have the tumbler, you'll have an all white room with that glass, and you'll have Batman facing it's going to be dope. It's going to be crazy. So I'm going to do that. So each stage of it is going to be something that I'm working on right now, and then I'll do the tour. So it's been slightly delayed. I apologize, but it'll be here soon, so don't worry about it. So we have that. Let me see what else. No Collectors Lounge on Sunday. Yeah, you already know why. And back with Comic Book Talk with Friends on Monday, and then Say What again. So definitely, but I should be back in the evening, Will. So I should be back, mainly in the evening before, whatever. So
nice. We'll
see how that goes. But anyway, everybody out there, thank you for coming through. Brother Cousins couldn't make it tonight. He had an emergency with the family. Hope everything is cool with you, brother. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. Have a very nice evening. Get some sleep. I know I will. I got to prepare for the weekend. So definitely, man. And hopefully, Cal, you'll be driving safely, bro. We'll see how that goes, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I got work to do before I get leave for this vacation. So
yeah, I get it, bro. But just be safe. That's just the main thing.
Make
always.
Sure that you're safe. That's all I can do.
Hell yeah. Anyway, but thanks everybody for coming through. Until next week, we will see y'all later. Peace and love, hair grease, all that good stuff. And hopefully you get your figures in and everything's nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll just see it. Bye.